The competition in the electric car market has never been so fierce. In the fourth quarter of 2023, BYD dethroned Tesla, having sold more fully electric cars than its American competitor, marking the first historic overtake by the Chinese manufacturer against the American automaker. Elon Musk surely did not expect this, as back in 2011, he publicly downplayed BYD on Bloomberg.
Tell me why you're laughing. You don't see them at all as a competitor?
No.
Why is that? I mean, they offer a lower price point.
I don't think they have a great product.
So BYD has become the world's leading electric car manufacturer, even though many have never even heard of it. Chinese advertisements even playfully acknowledge this, as they define themselves as such.
BYD, the biggest car brand you've never heard of.
Now, the electric car market is highly fragmented, with BYD consistently increasing its market share each quarter and Tesla being its only competitor, while other companies like the German Volkswagen and BMW are trailing behind. The overtake of Tesla has been widely discussed, but how did it happen? Let's start with the fact that the brand was already the best-selling automotive brand domestically. And since in this case, the homeland is vast China, this is certainly of paramount importance. To understand how Tesla lost its throne in electric car sales, we need to go back a bit further, specifically to 1995, when Wang Xuanfu founded BYD, which stands for Beyond Your Dreams, in Shenzhen. A significant part of the reasons behind the Chinese company's success in this challenging endeavor lies in its origins. The company started as a manufacturer of rechargeable batteries used in smartphones, computers, and other electronic devices, competing with more expensive technologies imported from Japan. In 1996, BYD began producing lithium-ion batteries, the type of batteries used in smartphones today. All of this occurred during a significant growth in demand for mobile phones. In 2000, BYD became a supplier of batteries to Motorola, and in 2002 to Nokia, the two largest players in the mobile phone industry at that time. So in 2002, driven by the favorable market conditions in the mobile phone industry, BYD went public on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. However, Wang wanted more than just being a battery manufacturer. Just the following year, in 2003, BYD acquired a small automaker called Xi'an Qinchuan Automobile for $38 million, with the intention of entering the electric car market. Initially producing combustion engine cars, in 2005, BYD launched its first car. In 2008, the company made a significant shift into the electric car sector by introducing the F3DM, its first plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. This was a pivotal year for BYD's future. The decision to enter electric car production attracted the attention of Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, which invested $230 million in the company, acquiring a 10% stake. Warren Buffett's endorsement helped BYD's stocks gain the confidence of investors, leading to a remarkable 14x growth in the following year. With the support of this new capital influx, BYD continued to push further into the electric vehicle market. This is where its history as a battery manufacturer comes into play, marking the first major reason why BYD surpassed Tesla in 2023. In 2020, BYD introduced the Blade battery, expanding its production line from lithium batteries used in mobile phones to a new lithium iron phosphate battery. This move went against the market trend at that time, as the industry was moving away from this solution due to perceived poor energy density, meaning it was considered too heavy for the amount of energy it could provide. BYD mastered the Blade battery and introduced it for the first time in the Han model, a sporty sedan launched in 2020 as a response to the Tesla Model S. Unlike Tesla, BYD's diverse origins allowed the Chinese giant to vertically integrate its production and internally develop the most expensive parts of electric vehicles, the batteries. Developing these critical components in-house has enabled the company to save a considerable amount of money. In fact, many of BYD's competitors rely on third-party manufacturers for the production of their batteries. In addition to batteries, BYD produces 75% of the components for the Seal model in-house. This is in contrast to Tesla, which depends on many suppliers and is susceptible to lithium shortages. According to UBS, This characteristic gives BYD a production advantage over Tesla for the Seal model of 15% in China and 25% in Europe compared to the Tesla Model 3. This flexibility allowed BYD to cut prices at the end of 2023, leading to a 70% increase in sales in December alone. However, this is not the only reason BYD managed to dethrone Tesla from the electric car throne. In fact, unlike Tesla, BYD decided from the beginning to enter the electric car market by targeting the mid-range market, while Tesla aggressively pursued the premium segment. This choice is also reflected in brand recognition, where Tesla dominates the rankings of the world's most well-known automotive brands, unlike BYD. Tesla's 4 models have prices ranging from $40,000 to $120,000 in the United States, and $32,000 for the Model 3 in China. While the BYD Seagull has a starting price of $10,000 in China, BYD's more competitive pricing has expanded its appeal to a broader market segment. The third major reason for BYD's success is the support of the Chinese government for the electric vehicle sector in China. Since 2009, over the past years, the Beijing government has provided incentives to electric car buyers, supported manufacturers, and invested in the construction of adequate charging infrastructure. The Rhodium Group has estimated that BYD received approximately $4.3 billion in state subsidies between 2015 and 2020. In addition to subsidies, BYD has been able to benefit from financing below market levels to increase its production and research and development activities. All of these factors contributed to BYD's sales surpassing those of Tesla in 2023. Despite the Tesla UI model remaining the best-selling model on the market, with 2 positions on the podium occupied by the American car, the remaining positions are dominated by BYD models, with the most successful being the Song. But where are these cars sold? Before revealing that information, we invite you to subscribe to Vision Economy to stay updated on the latest financial market news. Feel free to like and share the video. Returning to the topic, let's explore where BYD and Tesla electric cars are sold. BYD sells the vast majority of its cars in China, operating in over 70 countries, but having a particularly strong presence in its home country. Tesla, on the other hand, is gradually expanding into other markets, exporting its vehicles to developed countries, starting with Europe. The primary geographic areas where Tesla concentrates its sales extend beyond the United States to Australia and Oceania, where it dominates the market, Europe, where it leads in the electric car sector, but faces increased competition from numerous automotive brands, and Asia itself. As for the future development plans of these 2 giants, they are closely tied to the international decisions of key countries worldwide, particularly those focused on the automotive industry and the future of the EV market. Over the past years, significant and impactful political decisions have been made, guiding these players towards clear choices. The future of both BYD and Tesla will be shaped by the evolving landscape of global regulations, environmental policies, and the ongoing transformation of the automotive industry. On one side, we have America, where intense technological competition with China has raised concerns about foreign policy. In response, protectionist policies have been implemented to curb the influence of Chinese-made cars in the country. These protectionist measures include a hefty 25% tariff on imported Chinese cars, perceived as a significant threat to the U.S. automotive industry. Furthermore, another proposal directly from President Biden, the Inflation Reduction Act, serves as a substantial incentive for electric car purchases. Americans can benefit from tax credits of up to $7,500 for certain vehicles. However, companies with significant ties to China, such as those sourcing batteries from China, are not included in the list. For this reason, the United States represents the perfect market for Tesla's development, as it doesn't fear Chinese competition and is gaining more customers with a growing market share. BYD development in the United States is in fact quite marginal, focusing only on the sale of vehicles for public transportation, which represents a minimal part of its revenue in 2023. On the contrary, China has not imposed limits on American cars. In fact, Tesla is the second most important player in China for electric car sales. Elon Musk, in 2019, built a mega factory in Shanghai, contributing significantly to Tesla's vehicles production. This decision is due to the fact that the Chinese market is the largest EV market globally, accounting for 60% of the total worldwide market. Tesla's sales in China represent 13% of its total, making it a significant player in the Chinese automotive sector. China's dominance in the sector and the substantial incentives offered by Xi Jinping have raised concerns not only in America but also in the European Union. The EU has launched investigations into Chinese subsidies that have attracted the attention of Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission. She expressed concern about the global market being flooded with inexpensive Chinese cars, their prices artificially kept low by massive state aid. The question that naturally arises is understanding the development plans of these giants and how their strategies intersect on a geographical level. An area where competition is undoubtedly high is Asia, where BYD dominates the market. In China alone, BYD has 9 vehicle factories with an annual capacity of over 4 million units. Additionally, BYD is expanding its presence in the continent with plans for factories in Thailand and Indonesia, where it aims to open facilities with a capacity of 150,000 cars each. Tesla has also heavily invested in Asia, creating a large facility in Shanghai, which is the world's largest, capable of producing 1.1 million cars annually. Another continent where these two major companies will soon compete is Europe. BYD is set to open a plant in Hungary to manufacture its own vehicles, aiming to address potential import limitations and making a strong push into the European market. Europe is showing a strong inclination towards the transition to electric cars, with several countries committing to halt the production of combustion engine cars by 2030. However, Europe is not unfamiliar territory for Tesla, as it already has a factory in Berlin and is currently the leader in the European electric car market, holding a 13% market share. Finally, the last continent where both companies are focusing their efforts is South America. Tesla has decided to build a factory in Mexico, while BYD has chosen Brazil as the location for its electric car production. Certainly, the competition will not end with the results recorded in the last quarter of 2023, but will extend into the coming years. The two companies will compete to be the world's leading electric car manufacturer in the years to come, and they will likely have to divide the market, leaving only crumbs for other competitors who currently seem to be sidelined from the race for supremacy. If you've made it this far, we're sure you want to stay updated on the latest market news. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. Thank you, and until next time, from Vision Economy.